علما رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي اللهم يسر ولا تعسر أنت العزيز الميسر. So we are going to start our session after Ramadan. So this is the first session after Ramadan. So we are covering from Ayah 280 to 72. If the time allows, we'll be able to cover 281. So I'm starting from Ayah 272 from Surah Al-Baqarah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So this is Ayah 272 Surah Al-Baqarah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So let me check here annotation. ليس عليك هداهم ولكن الله يهدي من يشاء وما تنفقوا من خير فلأنفسكم وما تنفقون إلا ابتغاء وجه الله وما تنفقوا من خير يوفى إليكم وأنتم لا تظلمون. ليس, he is not, or it is not, عليك, upon you, هداهم, their guidance, ولكن, but, or however, Allahu, Allah, Yahdi, he guides, man, who, Yasha'u, he wills, wa, and ma, whatever, tunfiqu, you spend, or you will spend, min, from, khairin, good, fa, so, li, for, anfusikum, yourself, wa, and ma tunfiquna, you will not spend, or you don't spend, illa, except, ibtigha, seeking, or to seek, wajhillahi, the pleasure of Allah, wa, and ma tunfiqu, whatever you spend, ma, whatever, tunfiqu, this is tunfiquna, you spend, min khairin, from good, yuwaffa, it will be paid in full. This is passive voice. Ilaykum, towards you. Wa, and antum, you. La, not tudlamun, you will be wrong. La tudlamun, you will not be wrong, or you will not be treated unjustly. La tuzlamun. Their guidance is not upon you. Means their guidance is not your responsibility. Their guidance is not upon you. But, or however, Allah guides the one who He wills. And whatever you spend from good, then for yourself, means it is for yourself. And you don't spend, or you will not spend, except seeking for the pleasure of Allah, or the face of Allah. And whatever you spend from good, it will be paid in full to you, or towards you. And you will not be wronged, or you will not be treated unjustly, because this is injustice. Zulm is injustice. Laysa, it is not. Huda, Huda and Yahdi. The first word is Hada, Yahdi. Hada, Yahdi is level 2 and Naqis, Hada, Yahdi. And Huda is Masdar, or Hidayah. Huda or Hidayah is Masdar. Hudahum, their guidance. Yahdi, he guides. Hada. Okay. Yashau, Sha, Yashau, and Mashia, Mashiyati Ilahi. This is Khafa, Yakhafu, Bab Ajwaf, level 2. Tunfiqu, here tunfiqu, tunfiqu, tunfiquna. The first word is anfaqa, yunfiqu, munfiq, munfaq, and infaq. Infaq fi sabilillah. So anfaqa, he spent. So infaq, this is Bab If'al. Anzala yunzilu inzal. Anfaqa yunfiqu infaq. So tunfiqu, and this is tunfiquna, because ma is shartiya. This is jumla shartiya, so ma is used as jawazimul fi'lul madari, ma, whatever you spend. Ibtigha. Ibtigha is the first word. Ibtigha, yabtaghi, and ibtigha. Ihtada, yahtadi, ihtida. This is special case of bab ifti'al. Ikhtalafa, yakhtalifu, ikhtilaf. Wajhillahi, wajaha, yajihu. Wajaha, wajada yajidu. Wajaha yajihu. And wajhullahi, the face of Allah, or the pleasure of Allah. This is wajaha yajihu is bab mithal. Wajada yajidu. Again, yuwaffa. This is waffa, yuwaffi, tawfiya. And yuwaffa is passive voice. He will be paid in full, or it will be paid in full. And this is ya is omitted here. This is due to ma jawazimul fi'l al-matari, because this is jumla shartiya here 2 times. Tudlamun is passive voice. Zalama yadlimu, yadlimuna, tadlimuna. You wrong or you treat unjustly. And this is tudlamuna, you will be treated unjustly or you will be wronged. Okay. So this is the part here of sarf and nahv. And nahv is jumla shartiya, jawazimul fi'l al-madari. Once again, I will read the translation. Their guidance is not upon you, is not your responsibility. However, Allah guides the one who He wills, and whatever you spend in good is for yourself. And you will not spend, you don't spend except the pleasure of Allah, except seeking for the pleasure of Allah. And whatever you will spend from good, it will be paid in full to you, and you will not be treated unjustly. So this is again, we are in the chapter of infaq fi sabilillah. So today we'll try to finish this chapter here, infaq fi sabilillah. So what this ayah is about, that it is not their guidance is not your responsibility. Allah will guide whoever He wills. But you, whatever you spend is for yourself. And you are spending for the sake of Allah, not for anything else. Not showing off the people, not for ihsan, reminding people of your generosity, or not for harming people, right? So you are spending in the path of Allah. So here it is, this ayah is describing about the Sahaba. Some of the Sahabas, they were reluctant to give charity to their relatives, right? So when they inquired about this matter, so they were allowed to give charity to their mushrikeen, idolaters' relatives, right? They were hesitant to give charity to their mushrikeen relatives, idolaters or polytheist relatives. And they were thinking that is not, if we give to them, it will not be accepted. So they were waiting that they should become Muslim. But when this matter was inquired about, they inquired about it, then this ayah was revealed, and they were allowed to give charity to their polytheist or idolaters, mushrikeen relatives here. So this is what is this ayah is mentioning, that hidayah is not your job. Guidance is from Allah. Allah will guide whoever He wills. But whatever you will spend, this is for yourself, not for themselves. This is for yourself. And you are not spending for anything as you are spending for the sake of Allah, and it will be accepted if you spend on your relatives. Even they are idolaters or mushrikeen, it will be accepted. And whatever you spend, you will be paid in full. That the reward is there. You will not be treated unjustly. Your charity will not be wasted, will not be destroyed, will be accepted, right? So this is the background of this ayah here. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, charity to a poor, giving charity to a poor is one charity, right? One reward. But giving charity to your relatives is double reward. One is charity, the reward of the charity, and the second is the reward of silai rahmi, strengthening your bond of kinship. So there are 2 rewards, one for charity and second one to strengthening the bond of kinship. So it double. So this is what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned, that because they are the most deserving for your kindness and for your charity. There is an hadith that Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrated, that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that there was a man. He said, tonight I am going to give charity in the path of Allah, right? So that night he gave charity, but it was given to an adulteress, right? A woman who was committing adultery. So people told him, the second morning told him that the charity was given to adulterous women who was committing adultery. So he was upset. He said, oh Allah, all the praises are for you. Tonight I will give charity again. So second night he gave charity, but again, he didn't know it was given to a rich man. So people told the second morning, people told them that the charity was given to a rich man. So again, he said, "Oh Allah, all the praises are for you. The charity is given to a rich man." All right. He said, "I will give the charity again." So, and the third night, he came out and give charity to a person who was a thief. So people, second morning, people told him that charity was given to a thief. So he was upset again, right? He said, "All the praises are for Allah. Oh Allah, I gave my charity to an adulterous woman who is committing adultery, right? And then a rich man, and then a thief." So he was upset, right? So all the praises are for Allah. So a man came and told him, and maybe an angel told him, it's mentioned in the hadith that a man came and told him that your charity is accepted because you gave in the path of Allah. So as far as this adulterous woman is concerned, after receiving charity, she might abstain from adultery, right? And the charity given to a rich man might give a lesson to him that he will give his money in the path of Allah. And as far as this thief is concerned, after receiving this charity, he might abstain from stealing things from people. So your charity is accepted. This is what is mentioned, that you are giving charity for the sake of Allah, for the pleasure of Allah, right? So it will be accepted. It will, because it is, we have already studied that charity, the good thing, the charity is multiplied by 10 or 700 and even more. Wallahu yudha'ifu liman yasha'u. So Allah is increased. وَمَا تُنْفِقُوا مِنْ خَيْرٍ يُوَفَّ إِلَيْكُمْ. Whatever you spend, you will be paid in full and you will not be treated unjustly. So it is mentioned 10 times, 700 times, and even more, many, many more times. Wallahu yudha'ifu liman yasha'u. So giving charity, because they are the most deserving of charity and kindness, and reward is doubled here, as Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. Any comment here? If we
no, that was Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, Dr. Sahab.
Yes,
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Sorry, Raza, I'm just asking how he is. So the question, no, I had the same doubt because recently, a month of Ramadan, it was towards the end of the month, and there was a man who was, begging in front, near Gill's, the Gill store.
Yes, yes.
In the car park, he was just sitting there and he was just playing some, he wasn't even playing music, he was just pretending to play some guitar. I gave him the money, but then I realized he was actually, after I gave it, he was sitting in front of the liquor shop. Then I was worrying that what if he drinks from this money which I gave him. I didn't think when I was giving, but then when after I gave, I realized, did I do a right thing? Then I said, then I went back and said to him, don't spend it on liquor.
No. The answer is there already in the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that it will not be wasted. It might change his mind, and but we cannot give zakat to non-Muslims, but yes, to the non-Muslim, that you are creating a love of Islam in the non-Muslim with the intention that they will enter into the circle of Islam. That is also okay, but generally charity is not going to non-Muslims.
No, charity, I mean sadaqah you can give to anybody, right?
But not zakah. Jazakumullah khairan. So we can go to the next slide. Very, very good incident is matching exactly with this ayah here.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum, Fazal bhai, Iqbal bhai, Eid Mubarak, Khair Mubarak.
Khair Mubarak. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ji, Dr. Sahab khairiyat se na?
Alhamdulillah.
So we can move forward. I would ask Dr. Abdul Khaliq for the second ayah, which is 273. Jazakumullah khairan. So we are reading ayah and then we are doing word by word, and we will analyze it grammatically as well for grammar and composition at the same time, inshallah. So there is a benefit here, inshallah. So Dr. Abdul Khaliq, if you don't have any other comment. Dr. Mansoor, do you have any other comment here? Dr. Mansoor.
No, I just joined. I don't know what is the discussion. I just joined now.
No problem. Inshallah, you'll see. Dr. Abdul Khaliq is going to decide the second ayah, and then we will, inshallah, translate it word by word.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم للفقراء الذين أحصروا في سبيل الله لا يستطيعون لا يستطيعون ضربا في الأرض يحسبهم الجاهل أغنياء من التعفف تعرفهم بسيماهم لا يسألون الناس إلحافا وما تنفقوا من خير فإن الله به عليم. الفقراء, the poor, الذين, those who أحصروا, they were restrained.
Yeah, restrained or prevented. Yeah, restrained or prevented.
في in sabilillah, sabil path, Allah, sabilillah, path of Allah. La not yastatiuna, they are able, or they have the capacity. Darban, darban to hit, fi in al ardi, the earth. Darban fil ard is traveling in the earth or on the earth. Yahsabuhum, yahsabu, he thinks, hum, them. Al jahilu, the ignorant. Agniya, the rich. Men from at-ta'affuf, the restraint.
Yeah.
Ta'rifuhum, you will recognize them. Be with or because of simahum, marks.
Their marks. Their marks.
Their marks. La not yas'aluna, they do not ask. An-nasa, the people, ilhafan, continuously.
By insisting.
Persisting.
Yeah.
Persisting, yeah.
Persistence or insisting or, yeah.
Yeah. And ma, what tunfiku, you all spend, min from khairan, better.
Good.
So inna, indeed, Allah bihi, of it or with it, alim, always all knowledgeable. For the poor, those who are restrained in the path of Allah, they are not able to travel in the earth. The ignorant thinks them as rich from restraint.
Due to
restraint or their restraint. You will recognize them because of their facial expressions. They do not ask the people persistently. And whatever you spend from good, then indeed Allah is always all knowledgeable of it.
Very good. Very good. So let us analyze the words here, keeping in view the sarf and nahv, grammar and composition. Li is our fijar. Fuqara is the plural of faqir. Faqir, the first word is faqura, yafquru. And faqir is at the weight of fa'il. And the masdar is faqr. Faqir, faqura, yafquru, we have not studied there in our class, actually, the new class. Faqura, yafquru is karuma, yakrumu, karam. Karuma, bab karuma, karuma, yakrumu, karam. Faqura, yafquru, and faqir. Faqir is fa'il at the weight of fa'il, faqir. And the plural is fuqara. Faqir is poor, fuqara is plural of poor. Ukhsiru is akhsara, yukhsiru, ikhsar. There is a fortress in Peshawar which is known as Qila Bala Hisar. Fort is also used to prevent something, right? Stop people or restrain. So akhsara, yukhsiru, ikhsar. Af'ala, anzala, yunzilu, inzal, ba bif'al. Akhsara, he prevented. Akhsaru, they prevented. And ukhsiru is passivized. They were prevented or they were stopped. Yastati'una, istata'a, yastati'u, istita'a. This is special case of bab istif'al. This is advanced. Yastati'una, they are not able. They are not able. They are not capable. They are not able. Daraba, we did it actually there in the new class. Daraba yadribu. Daraba yadribu, darb. Daraba, daraba. Daraba, he hit. But daraba, the meaning will change due to this preposition which is called silatul fi'l. For example, daraba bi, he hit. Daraba ala, he displayed something, display. or instruct. And daraba fi, travel, to travel, daraba fi. So these prepositions which are called silatul fi'l, joining the fi'l, they'll change the meaning. Again, daraba ala, he displayed something, he stopped something. Daraba mathala, he gave an example. Daraba fi, he traveled in the earth, he traveled. Daraba bi, he hit. So meaning will be changed due to these prepositions. Look at, look into, look for. So in English, we change the prepositions, the meanings are changing. Look at, look into, look for. So meanings are changing, obviously. So similarly in Arabic, when you change these prepositions, the meaning of this fi'l will change. So daraba fi, here is he traveled.
It's like when we say hit the road, let us hit the road.
Yeah, bilkul, hit the road. You're right. Jazakumullah khairan, hit the road. Yeah. Yakhsabu is hasiba yakhsabu. Hasiba yakhsabu is sami'a yasma'u. I think we have already started in the hasiba yakhsabu is sami'a yasma'u, bab sami'a. Yakhsabu, he thinks. Hasiba yakhsabu and sami'a yasma'u, some. Okay. Jahil is the one who doesn't know. And the first word is jahila yajhalu. We did it. Sami'a yasma'u. Jahila yajhalu. Jahal or jahala. Jahalat. Jahala, ignorance. Jahil is the one who doesn't know. And maf'ul is majhul. Passive voice. Majhul. Why it is called majhul? Because the file is unknown. File is not known is passive voice. That is called is majhul. Fail majhul. Majhul. Jahil is the one who doesn't know. Majhul, which is not known. Because passive voice file is not known. Okay, jahal or jihala. Aghniya is the plural of ghani. And the first word is ghaniya yaghna. Ghaniya yaghna. This is level 2, inshallah we'll do it. Ta'affuf is ta'affafa. Yata'affafu. Ta'affuf. And ifa or ifaf. Ta'affuf. This is bab tafa'ul. Tawakkala yatawakkalu tawakkul. Ta'affafa yata'affafu ta'affuf. Mean to avoid. Here it means to avoid any bad things. Means modesty, decency. Do not do any indecent action. Means no sin. To avoid any sin, to avoid any bad thing is called ta'affuf. Here, because it's talking about begging, so here it means to avoid begging. To avoid begging. Arafa ya'rifu. And this is sama yasumu, sima, and the plural is sima. Simat sometime. Sa'ala yas'alu. Sa'ala yas'alu. Sa'il, mas'ul, and su'al. Su'al is used in Urdu as well. Ilhaf. Alhafa yulhifu ilhaf. In Urdu we say chimad jana. And chimad jana is also, we use lihaf in winter, lihaf. The first word is lahafa yalhafu and lihaf or lahaf. And here this is alhafa yulhifu ilhaf. To put something, to cover something, or to. And also when we wear, this is called quilt. Q-U-I-L-T, quilt. We use lihaf in winter, right? Because if we put, it is attached to in our body. So similarly, these beggars, they attach to your body and they don't leave you. They actually insist in begging to the point that you got annoyed, right? A person, one gets annoyed. So this is ilhafa, persistently or insisting for begging, ilhafa. Lihaf in Urdu we say. Anfaqa yunfiqu infaq. Alim. Alima ya'lamu bil asbab sami'a yasma'u. Alima ya'lamu. And alim is ism sifa. The one who constantly knows, who always knows, who persistently knows. So alim is ism sifa here. So let us translate it again. Dr. Abdul Khaliq already did it. So, but there's an elapsed time here. So for the poor, those who were prevented in the path of Allah, they are not able to travel in the earth. The one, Jahil, the one who doesn't know them, he thinks them rich due to avoiding begging. You will recognize them with their marks or because of their marks. They don't ask people persistently or they don't insist by insisting, right? To the point that one gets annoyed. And whatever you spend from good, then indeed Allah always or constantly knows it. So what is the background ayah here? That some people, They are not able to travel. This is general. Generally, we have to give charity to the people who are not able to travel in the earth. They don't have means and sources. And this is actually, the background is talking about this immigrants who migrated from Makkah to Medina. They migrated for Allah and his messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When they reached Medina, they were cut off from all their means and resources. They were not able to do job, and they didn't have anything. They were not able to travel for job and trade. So they are cut off. No, we have to give charity to these type of people, because the person who doesn't know them, he will consider them rich. So they will avoid giving them. But no, you can recognize them by their facial reading, by their faces, by their clothes, by their talk. They are not able to move around for a job or a trade. So charity should be given to these people, means immigrants from Makkah to Medina, and generally. So they don't ask people, and they don't insist, right? They are not persistent. They don't beg persistently, right? They don't attack with the people to the point that they annoy them. They don't do that. They don't ask. They don't beg. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Miskin is not the one. Miskin is not the one who wanders about begging for a date or two, for a bite or two. Miskin is actually the one who avoids begging, right? Despite of his needs for sustenance, he avoids. So he is the miskin, he should be given. So this ayah is also discouraging. La yas'aluna an-nasa ilhafa. They don't ask people persistently, right? And they don't insist to the point that they get annoyed. They don't do that, right? So here this ayah is also discouraging the professional beggars. We should not give charity to these people. And this is, by the way, these are beggar mafia. In back home in Pakistan, if you see that, this is a mafia. Even at the minister level, they are involved in this business. Very bad business, right? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the people who always beg, they will come on the day of resurrection with no flesh on their face. So they will be gone. So we should avoid giving charity to these type of professional beggars. So this ayah is actually discouraging them. We should give to real people who really avoid begging. And whatever you spend in good, Allah knows it, that where you are spending it. So these type of people who are not able to travel in the earth for job or for trade. And also the students, for example, they lie in this category. The students, scholars who are fully dedicated for this, they don't have any job. So charity can go to them as well, scholars and the students at the same time.
Students of Deen or Dunya?
Deen. Dunya, inshallah, dunya, for again, we don't separate Deen and Dunya, by the way. We have to make our Dunya Akhirah, because Dunya Mazra'atul Akhirah. Dunya is a form for Akhirah. Whatever you sow here, you will get the fruit there at the end. So what we are doing, even the people are getting these engineering or skills or education, it will be for the benefit of the society at large, right? So actually we don't separate Deen and Dunya. It's the same altogether. We are converting our Dunya to Akhirah, inshallah. Inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan for this point, Dr. Iqbal. Yeah, actually it is mentioned about the students of Quran and Sunnah and Deen, yes. But anyway, we are not separating here. Any other comment if you can add here to the discussion? So we can go to the next ayah. If you don't have any comments, I would ask Dr. Iqbal for this ayah 274.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. الذين ينفقون أموالهم بالليل والنهار سرا وعلانية فلهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. الذين, those who the ينفقون, those who spend أموالهم, their wealth, yes, Bil-layli in the night, by the night, or one nahari, or by the day, and by the day. Sirran is secretly, and alaniya by declaring.
Yes.
Openly or declaring?
Openly.
Openly. ऐलान करके ना तो फिर
ऐलान करके, बिल्कुल आप ऐलान बिल्कुल सही है.
openly.
ऐलान is Arabic word. We will talk about it inshallah.
So lahum, for them, ajruhum, their reward, in the with rabbihim, their Lord, wa, and la, not khawfun, khawf, fear, alayhim, upon them, wa, and la, not whom they yahzanun, will grieve.
They will grieve. Yeah.
They will grieve. Those who spend their wealth by night and by day, secretly or openly, for them their reward is with their Lord, and they no fear on them, and they will not grieve.
And they will not grieve. Very good. Very good. ينفقون, we already أنفق ينفق إنفاق.
Yes.
Yeah, باب إفعال إنفاق في سبيل الله. سرا is سر يسر, سر يسر, سر يسر. There is another سر يسر, that is surur. Enjoy, to makes happy. Surur is to be happy, right? And this is sarra yasurru. Israr, pur israr. We say pur israr in Urdu. Full of secrets. Yeah. Alaniya is, sorry, you want to say, Dr. Iqbal, something.
Sirran जो खामोशी से पढ़ते हैं ना.
Yes, sirran is secret, secretly. Good. Alaniya is alana ya'linu. Alana ya'linu. This is the first derivative. Alana ya'linu is daraba yadribu. The higher derivative is a'lana yu'linu i'lan. So that i'lan is from the higher derivative. A'lana yu'linu i'lan. Anzala yunzilu inzal, bab if'al. So alaniyatan means openly.
Openly, okay.
Ajara ya'juru, and ajr is masdar. Ajara ya'juru, ajr. This is amara ya'muru, amr. This is bab mahmuz, second level. Khawfun is khafa yakhafu, and khawf is again level 2. Khafa yakhafu is bab ajwaf. Yahzanun we did in the new class. Hazana yahzinu. Hazina yahzanu. Hazina yahzanu, which is sami'a yasma'u. Hazina yahzanu, yahzanuna. Tahzanu, tahzanuna. And huzn or hazn is masdar. Those who spend their wealth by the night and by the day, secretly and openly, then for them is their reward with their Lord, and there will be no fear upon them, and they will not grieve, and nor they will grieve. Okay. So first about secretly or openly. We did this ayah before, the different ayah actually, in which to spend charity secretly and openly. But it was recommended in that ayah by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that giving charity secretly is better than giving it openly. But sometimes it is better to give it openly because your niyyah, it depends upon intention. Innamal a'malu bin niyyat, right? Your intention is not to show off or to be seen by the people. Your intention is that I will start, I am the beginner, I am the originator. Other people will be encouraged. So this is for the success of the project, inshallah. If you have this intention that I will give something, a bigger amount, right? And people will be encouraged and the project will be successful. It's a great reward for that. But generally it is said that the donations and charity should be given secretly. That is better to give it secretly. There's an hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said there are 7 groups. 7 group of people, they will be under the shade of the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day when there will be no shade except his shade. And one of the group and one of the people is the one who give charity so secretly that his left hand doesn't know what he has given, what his right hand has given. So it is always encouraged, and it is better to give charity or donation secretly, unless you are encouraging. Your intention is to encourage people for the success of the project you are executing. So that is different story here. So spending, again spending, this is spending. Even spending on your family, whatever we are spending, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, when you spend on your family, awaiting for the reward for it, then this is charity for him. including what he puts in his wife's mouth. This is charity. So whatever we spend for our family, even it is converted, and provided that you have a strong intention, waiting for the reward from Allah, that what I'm spending on my family, this is charity. It will be converted to charity, right? So we should, this is also a kind of charity that we are spending on our families. And again, what is the benefit of giving charity, whether it is you are giving it secretly or openly? What is the reward? We did that it will be increased 700 times and even more. It is mentioned in the chapter of Infaq fi Sabilillah that Allah will increase it. Wallahu yudha'ifu liman yasha'u. Right? In addition to that, there is no grief. He will be satisfied. He will not find any sorrows or worries in this world due to this charity. Right? He will be in peace. He will be satisfied. So this yahzanun is related to this worldly life, that he will not have any grief, any sorrows, and any worries. This is one of the benefits in addition to the reward. Allah said, فَلَهُمْ أَجْرُهُمْ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ. There's a great reward. 10 times, 700 times, and even more. Wallah. In addition to that, the person who is giving charity or donations here, he will have no worries, no sorrows, no worries, no griefs in this world. He will be satisfied due to this charity. This is in addition to the greater reward from Allah. And also this khawf is related to the hereafter, that he will not fear any khawf on the day of resurrection. So there are 3 benefits. فَلَهُمْ أَجْرُهُمْ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ, a great reward. 10 times, 700 times, and even many more times, much more. Allah knows better. And in addition to that, he will not have any worries, any sorrows, any problems in this world. He will be satisfied. And in the hereafter, he will not fear from this, the day of terror. He will not have any worries here. So these are the benefits in addition to the great reward from Allah for this donation. We can move forward. You can move forward, and if we don't have any comment, if we have a comment, yes, we can. Brother Rida is there.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yeah, it's a difficult ayah, brother, but you always tackle it. You always face challenges, mashallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم الذين يأكلون الربا ولا يقوم
riba, brother Reza, this is riba,
okay. الذين يأكلون الربا لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان من المس ذلك بأنهم قالوا إنما البيع مثل الربا وأحل الله البيع وحرم الربا فمن جاءه موعظة من ربه فانتهى فله ما سلف وأمره إلى الله ومن آدى فأولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون.
Good. Brother Rida, we will translate it until here because it's a lengthy ayah, longer ayah.
It is very long.
Yeah, so we'll do until here, then we'll divide to different participants. Yeah.
For sure. الذين, those who يأكلون, who eat,
they eat, yes.
They eat or consume. Riba means riba.
Riba, interest.
لا not يقومون يقومون, they stand.
They stand, or they will stand. They stand or they will stand, yeah.
They will stand. إلا except كما like يقوم الذي.
يقوم.
يقوم means stands.
He stands, and here they stands. يقوم
Yeah,
is singular.
He stands. This
Yeah.
is singular. الذي, the one who يتخبط
يتخبط بس.
يخبطه بس.
يتخبط is like يتوكل. Brother Rida, يتوكل, like يتوكل. يتخبط.
يتخبط.
Yeah.
I don't know the meaning.
He makes somebody insane.
Insane?
Insane is a state of actually insane is the state of
confusion or
unconscious. The person is now is out of the mentally sick, mentally ill, seriously. The person in the state of
it's khabti.
Khabti, yes. Jazakumullah khairan, Ashar bhai. Khabti, yes. Khabti. When he is not in the, his mind is not working, he is not here, right? He is mentally ill, seriously. He is mentally ill.
Very sick. I shaitan the.
Yatakhabbatu, he makes somebody insane. He makes somebody mentally ill.
Okay.
Yeah.
He makes somebody ill as shaitan.
Mentally ill. Mentally,
yes. Mentally ill as shaitan. The shaitan, min from masat, he touched.
Touch, massa, touch, yes, okay.
Bab muzaf.
Yes, ba mudaf, and this is masdar.
Massa yamas.
Touch, yeah. Massa yamassu, yeah.
So, so are you going to combine or I should?
Yeah, you can combine now. Those
who ate or
eat. Those who eat.
Those who eat or consume riba or interest, they are not.
They will not stand. They will not stop, because this is talking about the day, the hereafter. They will not.
They will not stand except like the one he is
like the one who stands.
He stands. Except like the one he stands. Who made someone?
No, not someone. The one whom the shaitan, because see, brother, is the shaitanu. This is marfu and this is outside door.
Okay, yes. A shaitan.
One who the shaitan.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah. Who the shaitan makes.
Who the shaitan makes him
mentally ill.
Make him ill.
Mentally ill or insane.
Mentally ill.
By
touch.
By touching. Yes. Once more, brother, once more. Those who
will eat riba, the interest, they are not.
They will not
stand except.
They will not stand. They will not stand.
They will not stand. I said that.
Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry.
They will not stand except like he stands the way.
Like the one who stands.
Like the one who stands.
Whom the shaitan.
Whom the shaitan make him mentally
sick.
Ill.
By
touching.
By touching. Good. Jazakumullah khairan. Yeah, Jazakumullah khair. Very nice, brother Rida. Brother Ashar bhai. You can continue from here.
Assalamu
alaikum assalam wa barakatuh.
Assalam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ذلك بأنهم قالوا إنما البيع مثل الربا مثل الربا وأحل الله البيع وحرم الربا فمن جاءه موعظة من ربه فانتهى فله ما سلف وأمره إلى الله ومن عاد فأولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون. So, Zalika, that, be with,
Be Anna.
be
Be with, okay. Be with Anna.
Anna, that, whom they, Alu, they said, Inna,
Innama.
Innama,
Indeed.
indeed, only indeed.
Yeah, we can use as only, but here it is indeed.
Okay, indeed, Innama, indeed. Al-Bay, it's like tijarat.
Yeah, trade, the trade, tijara.
Trade.
Bay, yeah, trade.
Mislu, example.
Or like.
Like. Riba, interest.
Yes.
Wa and ahalla. Ahalla is.
उसने in Urdu से उसने halal किया, उसने halal ठहराया. He made it lawful.
Permitted or ahalla.
He made it lawful.
He made, okay.
He made something lawful. He made something lawful.
Okay, he made something lawful. Allah, al-bay, the trade. Wa and harrama.
Opposite. He made something.
He forbid it.
Yeah, he made something unlawful.
So, okay, harrama, he made something unlawful. Riba, interest. Fa, so, man, who. Ja'a, he came.
Yeah.
Who, him. Mau'izatun, what is it?
This is advice or admonish, or here it is instruction.
Instructions.
Yeah.
Okay. Instructions mean from Rabbi, his Lord. Fa, so, intaha.
He abstained or he refrained.
He refrained. Okay. Fa, so, la, for who. Lahu, for him. Ma, what? Salafa. What
has passed.
Has passed. Wa and amruhu. Amr is order.
Yeah, his order or his case or his affair.
Okay.
His case. Let's say case. His case.
His case. Ilah, towards Allah, wa and man who. Ada, he repeated.
He returned. Yeah, he repeated also. He did again. From Ada. He returns.
Yeah, Ada, he returned.
Ada, Yahudu and Aud. Aud is, yeah, to return.
He returned.
Yeah.
Fa, so, ulaika, those. Ashabu, companions. Annar, the fire. Whom they fee in her, like her.
Her, yeah.
Khalidun, those who live forever.
Those who live forever. Good.
Okay, so.
That is because. That is because. This is collective meaning. Dhalika biyanna. That is because.
Zalika biyanna, that is because. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm combining it.
That is because.
That is because they said. Indeed, trade is like interest. And
while
Allah permitted.
No, Allah has
permitted.
Made what? Allah has made what?
Allah has made
the
unlawful. Lawful. Allah has made lawful.
Very good.
While Allah has made lawful the
what?
trade.
What? While Allah has made the trade.
lawful.
While Allah has
Allah
made
has
the
made
trade
the trade lawful.
lawful.
Okay.
And
While Allah has made the trade lawful.
yes, and
And harama
he
made some he make unlawful. He made
made the interest. He made the interest unlawful.
Okay. He made the interest unlawful.
Hmm.
Okay. So who came to
Whoever.
him?
So whoever
So whoever.
here is outside doer. Whoever the instruction
Okay. So ma'izatun
is outside doer of Ja. He
Oh,
came.
okay.
What came? Outside doer. Maw'idatun. This is what Dr. Abdul Khalik taught us.
Oh yes.
So whoever
So whoever
the instruction
comes to him.
comes to whoever it said. So whoever the instruction comes to
Him.
this is
Comes
English, yeah.
to him
From
his Lord.
yeah, then
Then he
abstained.
He refrained.
He refrained.
He refrained. Then for him,
What has
passed, and his case
is
towards Allah.
Yeah, his case is towards Allah. Yeah,
Towards
his case is-
Allah, and whoever returned, and
Then yeah, good, very good. Then
whoever returned,
then
then those companions,
those are
the companions of fire.
They are
in it.
They are the
They are in
ones.
it.
They are the ones who
live forever. Who live in it forever.
Yeah, they are the ones who live forever in it. Very good. MashaAllah. Barakallah fi. Very nice. So we did.
What is refrain mean? What does refrain mean?
Sorry?
What does refrain mean?
Refrain means you stopped yourself from something doing bad.
Okay.
You refrain yourself. You abstain from something.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you prevented yourself to do something bad. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So this is the first ayah here about interest, riba. Usury or interest, right? Interest, riba. Riba is, let us talk about some sarf and nahv, grammar. Ya'kuluna, akala, ya'kulu, ya'kuluna and aql halal, to eat. Riba is raba, yarbu, and riba is masdar. And raba mean something that is increasing unnaturally, right? Increasing, to increase, to excess, to increase. So because interest is increasing unnaturally, so this is riba. Yaqumuna, as Brother Rida said, qama yaqumu, yaqumuna and qawm. Alladhina, those who, alladhi, the one who, alladhina, those who. Yaqumu is singular, yaqumuna, he stands. Qama yaqumu, yaqumuna, they stand, or they will stand. Yatakhabbatu is, the first word is takhabbata, yatakhabbatu, takhabbut, tawakkala, yatawakkalu, tawakkul. In Urdu, this is not tawakkal, this is tawakkul. In Urdu as well, tawakkul. This is bab tafa'ul, yatakhabbatu. So, okay. Massa yamassu mas, this is level 2. This is higher derivative here. Qala qalu, we did it. Bay, ba'a, yabi'u, bay. Sara, yasiru, sayr. Riba, we did it. Raba, yarbu, and riba. Ahalla, yuhillu, ihlal. Adalla, yudillu, idlal. Bay again. Ba'a, yabi'u, bay. Sara, yasiru, sayr. Harrama, yuharrimu, tahrim, bab tafhim. Ja'a, yaji'u, jayun, or majia. This is ja'a, yaji'u, sara, yasiru. Maw'idha, we did it. Wa'adha, ya'idu. Wa'az. Wa'adha, he gave a lecture, he gave advice, or he admonished, right? Wa'adha, ya'idu, wa'az. And this is daraba, yadribu, darb. Bab daraba, we did it in the new class. Maw'idha, wa'ad is masdar, and maw'idha is masdar mimi. Masdar mimi. Mim masdar, right? Maw'idha. Nasiyat, instruction, or advice, or admonish. And इंतहा, यंतही, इंतहा. आपने तो इंतहा ही कर दी है यार, इंतहा कर दी है यानी final. Intiha mean to refrain. Now this is the limit. You don't have to cross the limit. So you have to refrain yourself. You have to abstain to crossing the limit. Okay. Intaha, yantahi, intiha. This is ihtada, yahtadi, ihtada. Special case of bab ifti'al. Ikhtalafa, yakhtalifu, ikhtilaf. Salafa, yaslufu. Self. And islaf. Islaf, you know, the people who have passed. Yeah. Salafa, yaslufu.
Selfie भी इसी में.
Selfie is from here. Yeah. Selfie bhi isi mein hai.
आजकल के सेल्फी नहीं.
जी. Salafa yaslufu, salif masluf, and self and islaf also. Amru, amara, ya'muru, amar. This is Bab Mahmuz, second level. Hada ya'udu aud. Qala yaqulu qawl. Hada ya'udu aud. Aud is actually re-entry. So there, when you go out, you have to get aud as well. Khuruj wa aud. Auda. Auda, exit re-entry. The people who lived there, Dr. Mansoor was there as well. Auda, khuruj wa auda. Auda is to return. Yeah, Ada, he repeats, he returns. Ada ya'udu aud. Qala yaqulu qawl. Ashab. Sahiba yashabu. Sahib is singular. Ashab is plural. Khalidun. Khalada yakhludu. Khalid, makhlud, and khuld. And this is Nasara yansuru. Bab Nasara, Nasara Yansu, Zabar Pesh. We did it in the new class. Okay. So we have done Sarf and Nahawi. So here it is talking about, it's very clear, it's talking about riba. Those who eat riba, they will not stand except like the one who stands, who the shaitan makes him mentally sick by touching. That is because they said, the trade is only just like riba, or indeed the trade is like riba, like interest. While Allah has made the trade halal, lawful, and He made the riba, the interest, or usury, unlawful. So whoever the instruction comes to from his Lord, then he abstain. So for him, what has passed, what happened in the past, and his case is with Allah. His case is referred to Allah. And whoever returns, then those are the people of the fire. They are the ones who will live forever in it. Ha is monas, because nair, any type of fire is monas, feminine gender. This is what Dr. Abdul Khalid taught us. Okay. So in Urdu, brother Ashar bhai, he said, khapti hai ye aadmi, khapti. Pagal ho gaya hai. So Urdu is one of the tools to understand Quran. Khapti ho gaya, pagal ho gaya, iska dimag kaam nahi kar raha. Khapti. This is Urdu word, by the way. This is what Ashar bhai said. Khapti. So what happened actually? Shaitan, by touching, make them mentally ill, seriously, mentally ill, seriously. Or shaitan made him insane by touching. So what does it mean here? The people who consumes riba, they are just like the person. They will not stand, but like a person. They will not stand when? In the year after. They will not stand in the year after. But like a person who stands, who the shaitan, the devil, makes him what? Insane, in the state of mentally sick, serious, mentally ill, seriously, right? By touching. Abdullah bin Abbas. Let us try to understand this. What does it mean? Abdullah bin Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said, on the day of resurrection, the people who consumes riba, interest, usury, right? They will be resurrected while they are insane. They will be resurrected, right? Get back to their life. They will get up from their graves and they will return back to their life in the state of insanity. They will be insane. They will be mentally sick, mentally ill, seriously, right? And they will be suffering from seizures. This is what Abdullah bin Abbas, the greatest scholar of Islam, when he was young, he said, the people who consumes riba or interest, they will be resurrected from their grave on the day of judgment in the state of insanity. They will be insane and they will be suffering from seizures. This is what it is said. When shaitan touches somebody or hits somebody, he will become unconscious. His brain is not working. So this is the case of these people, riba. The people who are indulged in riba, their brain is not working. They are upset. They are not satisfied. They are upset like shaitan. Shaitan, because shaitan has touched them and they are in the state of insanity. They are insane. They are not. The day and night. Now they are working, increasing riba. Because riba is increasing unnaturally, right? This is not a natural increase. Not like sadaqah. Sadaqah, it will be coming inshallah. So this is the case here, that the people who are consuming this interest or usury, they will be resurrected in this, while they will be insane and they will be suffering from usury. Just like a person who is touched by shaitan and he became mentally ill seriously. Why? This is because they denied the command of Allah. What they are saying, look at this statement. That is because they said the trade is just like riba. See, it means that they are rude. They are so rude that they are denying the command of Allah that this riba is haram from now on. You don't have to touch it. You don't have to indulge yourself in riba. And why they will resurrect it on the day of judgment like in this state? Because they said they rejected straight away the command of Allah. Innamal bay'u mithlu riba. They say that this is just like a trade. This is business. Why it is haram? While Allah said, while Allah has made the trade lawful and He made the riba interest unlawful. So now, whoever the instruction come to him from his Lord and then he abstained, then whatever happened in the past is gone. Because what does it mean? Ma salafa falahu ma salaf. So for him is what is past, what happened in the past, and his case is to Allah. His case is with Allah. So what is the judgment of Allah here? That afallahu amma salaf. Whatever happened in the past, Allah forgave him. That if he abstained from this, if he abstained himself, he refrained from riba. But whoever returns, even after this instruction that riba is haram, and he returns to it, indulge himself in this business, then these are the people of fire, and they are the ones who will live there forever. So this is very important here, that riba is haram here. At the time of the opening of Makkah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave a lecture to the people inside. And what he said, that all the cases of riba, I declare them invalid and I put them under my feet. All the cases of riba in the past, I declare them invalid and they are under my feet. And the first riba I declare invalid is the riba of Al-Abbas bin Abdul Muttalib, who was the uncle of Rasulullah. He said, सबसे पहले मैं अपने चाचा अब्बास का सूद माफ करता हूँ सबको. आज के बाद सूद सारा invalid. So at the time of opening, and also on Hajjatul Wida, he said, all the cases of riba, I declare them invalid, right? And they are under my feet, all these cases of riba. And the first riba, the first case of interest or usury, I declare invalid is the riba of my uncle, Al-Abbas bin Abdul Muttalib. He said, no, finish. You don't have to return any money, interest money, any riba, back to Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, who was his uncle. Any other comment here? And what is riba, by the way? What is riba? As I said, unnatural increase in something is riba. And here, unnatural increase in the money or in the food item, commodities, right? Unnatural increase. What is unnatural? Everybody understand that you pay $1,000 to somebody and ask him that if you don't return next month, it will become $111 and the next month. And so there will be a compound interest is increasing. So this is unnatural growth of interest, right? On the capital amounts. This is called compound interest. So there are two types of interest, by the way. A riba, which the first one is called a riba nasiya. A riba nasiya means the delayed or defer amount on the loan, which is on the lent money, right? This is interest. The second one is a riba ul fadl, the increase in the food items, the commodities, right? And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, gold for gold, silver for silver, wheat for wheat, barley for barley, dates for dates, salt for salt, like for like, equal for equal, and hand to hand. It's very comprehensive hadith, right? It's talking about the commodities that you cannot exchange the same type of things, right? In exchange of a superior thing and an inferior. For example, I am giving superior dates to somebody and asking him to return to me 3 times more in weight. You have to, because this is superior, you are giving me inferior one, right? But you have to increase 3 times more than the weight. This is the riba, one of the example, right? And he said, later on he said, but if the commodities differ in the type and the kind and type, then you can sell whatever you want, right? Provided that it should be hand to hand, on the spot. You cannot lend it. So these are the things actually to be explained here at some point. So this is the riba. So 2 types of riba. One is in the lent money, you give loan to somebody and asking more, right? This is interest. The second one in the food, exchanging food, right? For example, I am giving you superior dates, 2 kilogram, and asking you to return me inferior ones, for example, 10 kg. This is riba. But you can exchange different kinds, for example, rice and wheat, right? You can exchange. You can ask whatever the price, whatever the amount, if the kind is different, if the type is different. But again, there's a condition that it should be hand to hand, on the spot, hand to hand, right? You cannot say, okay, I will give you this, I am going and bringing. No, you have to stay there. You have to stay there, right? And it should be hand to hand, should be on the spot. So these are some of the conditions of interest here we can talk about. Any other question here?
I have question.
Yeah, go ahead, Rida. I know what is your question, which is not answerable. Yeah.
So for instance,
Go ahead,
if
Brother Rida.
you rented out a tools or a device, the person who is using your device, he has to compensate the usage of your device, right? At the time you can use your device for yourself, but you are giving him and he's benefiting from your device. So this costs something, and he's going to compensate the usage of the device. And so do you think this is considered as a riba?
No. So he's using your device, right? If you ask him, I am giving you this device to you. When you are returning me, you will return 2 devices. This is interest. But if you are asking money, he's using the type is changed. The kind is changed. This is not interest. You are getting money. And what was interest? The people were instructed at that time. Somebody came to Rasulullah ﷺ that he gave superior quality. No, he gave inferior quality dates, for example, 5 kilogram, and he get back 2 kilogram superior quality. He said, this is the riba. This is riba because the kind and the type is same. You cannot do that. 5 kilogram like for like. If you give 5 kilogram superior quality dates, you have to get 5 kilogram inferior quality. But the kind and the type is same. Date for date, dates for date, like for like, equal for equal, and hand to hand. So these are the conditions. No, that is not interest. No, you are saying. So what he recommended, Rasulullah ﷺ said, if you are exchanging date for exchanging this giving superior and getting inferior, what you have to do, you have to sell the superior kind, get money and buy the other one. Or you have to sell these inferior quality dates, get money in cash and then buy the other one. You cannot change the same kind and the same type, right? And asking for in greater amount, you cannot ask. This is usually simple as that.
Do you consider interest as a riba?
Sorry?
Do you consider any interest as a riba?
Yeah, this is riba. Yes, riba.
For instance, if you put some money in a bank and bank give you an interest, this is being considered as a riba?
Yes, very clear, very clear.
So we shouldn't.
Are you when you get, for example, when I am getting something, I'm not satisfied with this money, right? Is interest, right?
No, you are right. But
I'm not satisfied. So Umar radiallahu ta'ala, let me tell you something here. There are many things that are not clear here in this world, right? There could be a greater debate. This is a very interesting topic here, right? But Umar bin Khattab radiallahu ta'ala, he said, be careful. When this is the last ayah, one of the last ayah, actually that was revealed from the Qur'an. when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was taken from us, right? And he could not explain it to us. So give up. You don't have to give up only the riba. You have to give up riba as well. My question is, what is the difference between riba and raiba? What is raib? La raiba fihi. Dhalika al-kitabu la raiba fihi. What does it mean?
No doubt.
No
Doubt. There's no doubt in this book. So what he said? Because Rasulullah left us without explaining these things, right? So you not only have to give up the riba, but you have to give up raiba. Anything that makes doubt in you, right? So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, take the thing that you don't have doubt for. So leave it for the thing which you have doubt in, right? So doubt is a problem here, doubt. And also he said, there are many other things here. People have questions. He said, lawful and unlawful things are evident. But in between, there are the things, there are the matters that are not clear. So whoever save himself from these unclear things between haram and halal, not clear, he lives, he save himself from these unclear things, that then he saves his religion and his honor. But if somebody is indulging himself in these unclear things between haram and halal, right, he actually has fallen into prohibitions. Just like a shepherd, that he grazes his animals near a private pasture, right? And he's liable, one day he will be liable to enter into it. So these are very clear-cut instructions that there are the things that lie, the matters that lie between halal and haram. You have to be careful about the things that are not clear. The things and instructions are very clear to us. If you take something and you are satisfied from inside, okay. But if you do something and you feel guilty, right, you are not satisfied, there is a problem. Because the actual detector, Rasulullah said, actual detector is here inside your body, this one, which is heart. If you feel satisfied, okay. If you are not, then there must be a problem there. So you should be very careful about the things which are between halal and haram. They are not clear, because haram and halal, they are evident, but they are in between. There are the matters, they are unclear. So you have to save yourself from them, because if you save from these things, then you save your religion and you save your honor.
So if both sides were happy, would you still consider as a riba?
Sorry, again, I did not get it.
If the person who is giving a loan and the person who is receiving a loan, if these two parties are happy, would you still consider this transaction as a riba?
No, loan is actually the money you give as a loan is not interest. Provided that you are at the time, according to the agreement, you are getting back the same money.
No,
you don't have to.
No, with the interest. If both parties, for instance, if you are coming to me asking me some money and we are making an agreement, I'm giving you this, but this is, I can use for myself, but I'm giving you and you are going to benefit it. And would you share some of your benefit with me, and we are making an agreement? Would you consider this as
what is the agreement? Now you have to be very clear. But if you are giving loan and telling him that, okay, because you are using it, I will get back, instead of $100, I will get back $150. This is very clear definition. This is the first riba that was happening there at the time of Jahiliyyah, right? This is the real riba.
Right. Right.
But in case of trade, say for example,
that is different. Trade is different. Yeah.
But say like I bought a house from a brother here, and he told me this was 4 years ago that this might be we agreed on a price that might be the price of the house in 4 years time, and I said I will pay him installments over the last 3 years. So we agreed that at the end of it, this would be the price. So I gave him more than the price of the house when I bought it. So, but this was an agreement, and I think that is allowed. That is halal.
This is up to you. This is up to you, because you are selling it, and the thing you are getting back is different in kind.
Yes.
It's different in kind, right? You are not asking him, I'm giving you one house, you will give me 2 houses.
Yes.
You have to make the kind and the type of the things or the foods or the commodities different. They should be different. Like for like, equal for equal, hand to hand. Yeah, you're right. That is business. This is up to you. This is up to you.
Okay, assalamu alaikum. This is Arshad here. So, my question is the same, just like Dr. Iqbal. We bought the car, we buy the car, financing or leasing. This is halal. This is not the riba.
Is there any interest involved there?
No, but sir, we buy the car in finance that they say that this car price today is, for example, 17,000 if you buy today. But if you pay in 5 years, the price will be just like 20 or 21,000, and we pay in installment. So this is not riba.
They will interest.
That is riba.
If interest is involved there, it is riba.
No, because if we buy the car from the dealer or from the just like the company, so if they say, okay, you buy the car for just like 4 or 5 year financing, so we buy car and we'll pay in installment.
No.
The price is settled down today. Okay, the price will be 20,000, and we pay in installment. So this is riba or not?
The issue there is twofold. I think one of them, the problem is that the car will depreciate in value. The car's value does not go up. That is the biggest problem there. If you're buying something, say, let us, you're buying a thing that will appreciate in value, and they say, okay, the price of this car will be, because it's going up, will be that much, and we're going to charge you for that, then I think it is okay. But if the price of the car is going to decrease, but they're charging you more, then that is riba, that is interest. That is.
But because we are using that car, so this depreciate by due to us.
No, even if you keep that car, in the same car, if you don't use it, even if you keep the car in the garage, the car will depreciate in value. Even if you don't use it, even if it sits in the garage of the seller or the car maker or in your house, the price will depreciate.
Because this is in our position, so we use or not use, but this the car on our position.
Even if the car is in the position of the owner, the seller, the dealer, the car price will depreciate. So you buy the 2016 model today, which is done 0 kilometers, or you buy a 2020 model today, which is done 0 kilometers, the price you're going to end paying for the both will be different.
Dr. Iqbal, we don't have time now.
Okay, sorry.
So Jazakumullah khairan for this explanation. But there are many things actually. We can bring many fatwas from here and there, but one has to be very careful whether his heart is satisfied or not. As I mentioned, all these hadiths of Rasulullah and Umar bin Khattab, we have to be careful. We can make any fatwa from here and there, right? But after taking these things, whether you are satisfied from inside or not, you feel guilty or not, we should not go closer to that thing which is not clear. As Umar bin Khattab radiallahu ta'ala said, the things you have a doubt, don't go close to it.
Yes, that makes sense. But you have touched two very difficult topics so far, brother.
Yeah.
This is very.
One was irtidad.
Yeah, we should not. No.
The first topic you touched to previous section, second last section was irtidad, and this is the second difficult topic, which is riba.
Yes. It's very difficult.
Both are very difficult.
But we are very clear to it. We are very clear. We are very clear. For myself, I'm here since 2006. I know what am I and what I need and what should I take. I know very well. I don't have to ask anybody. I have to ask my heart here.
So we will ask you, because it's complicated sometimes, just like the car and the house. I'm confused in this matter.
Yeah.
And the machine, just like the leasing, you saw in the accounting, I'm the accountant.
We have to we have to avoid these type of things. We have a doubt in my mind which is not clear. We should leave it as it is. This is what We have been told. We have been taught by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Umar bin Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. But there are many fatwas here and there. Anyway, we are not.
In the other word, don't take privilege or benefit from the poverty of the people, right?
Yes, yes,
Shouldn't
this is very
have-
important. And this is what the riba is. This is what the riba is. That
Don't take
the rich is
advantage.
getting richer and poor is getting poorer, right?
Exactly. What's
And
happening?
this is the problem lying around this riba.
Yes, don't take advantage of
Yes.
the poverty of
Yes,
poor people
Yeah.
for their life, for their,
yes, you're right.
yes.
So we will conclude it here, and inshallah we'll continue with the topic, still not finished. So next time, inshallah.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you sharing your knowledge with us.
You are
Yeah.
most welcome. Everybody, thank you so much for everybody.
Sincerely, like we learn. Thank you so much.
You are most welcome. Jazakumullah khairan. Yeah,
Sometime we'll discuss about riba.
yeah, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. So let us conclude it here with the dua. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.
Just one point I'd like to say to